What's going on, everyone? My name is Devin. I'm a brown belt under Roy Dean based out of Cheyenne, Wyoming. Today, I want to talk about my first Naga. What Naga stands for is North American Grappling Association. They use a program called Smooth Comp, which the same one that Grappling Industries uses. Now, I find these tournaments to be very enjoyable because they ran pretty smooth. They have a phone app that doesn't cost. You can log in, it's real time updated. They have screens, generally screens around where you can walk up and see where your match is moved to, if you're on the same map or not. Now, for this one, I want to keep it simple and I just want to break down one of my matches that I had because it was pretty weird, for me at least, because I compete about 6 times a year and there were some things that are happening in this that were just odd, and the guy ended up self-tapping at the end to a attempted heel hook that didn't fully get realized, but his knee popped really loud, which you'll hear in the video. Now, I don't like hurting anyone, so I felt really bad about it. This stuff happens, so I just want to show that video and give you my breakdown.
So here we go, guys. This gentleman has some. When he walked up, I was just like, I saw he took off his shirt, and I was like, crap, because I don't like when people take off their shirts. And then he had Cobra Kai shorts on, but he's being very active, which I thought, you can see everybody there has their shirt off, at least in this view. What I'm doing is I'm not worried about a sprawl or nothing. I'm just trying to bait the Kimura trap because that was my plan the whole match was just to do that. So you see me baiting the leg and the Kimura trap, and I'm not worried about sprawling. So you'll see he'll get the takedown, but I grab the Kimura. So now I'm on top of his head, and the reason I'm not on my hip is because he's hugging my leg pretty tight, so I can't really move. But it's like a patience thing. I'm just waiting for he's gonna have to let go, or I'm gonna have to. He's gonna have to let go. So when he does, it allows me to do this roll, which I do all the time, and you can see right here he's going to let go, and as soon as he does, it's like a reaction. I roll, go inverted, throw my leg up here because he gives me all that space. I get my foot there, but I didn't get my knee in, so I couldn't get the arm bar. So what I was just doing, I figured forward his head, and I'm trying to do the Gracie choke, but he stomps his foot right there, and I let go. You see of the wrist lock because I thought that he had tapped, but he didn't. He wasn't tapping because he turned his head. Didn't bother me because I still had the Kimura, so I sat out like I did, and I'm gonna try to do this reverse triangle that I do. But he rolls, and this is where it gets weird because I'm on top, and I feel like I have an advantage. And he whispers, and he just lets go and says, "Hey, let's move." And right here, you can see the ref's face right here. He's like, "Time." He's like, "What the?" His face is like, "What do you guys? Just keep fighting until I tell you to stop." I wanted my original position, and you see I didn't get it. But I didn't care. I said I just want the Kimura back. That's fine. We'll make it work. So I get the Kimura, and he taps, or he says, "Let's go." So again, I'm working, and I do this bait where I drop my leg and let him pass, and then I'm gonna roll him over, and I start trying to go for the straight arm lock, but he's a strong dude, so he throws his knee in there to stop me from finishing it, and he starts bending his arm, so I couldn't finish it. So then he's gonna turn to his side like that. Well, there's a Dars, but he's pushing on my hip, so I can't get my arm in there. Try to go for the guillotine. I'm grabbing his chin right now with my left hand, so he can't like really roll. I let that go, so then I start pressing his head down with this. Um, what do you call it? Half Nelson. Well, it's not a half Nelson, but I'm pressing his head down either way, just so he can't move and go single leg or double leg on me. Not really worried about too much with this guy. So we stand up, and then again, my I try to go to Kimura trap again, but he actually gets this takedown, which is he gets like what 4 points or something like that. So now it's like 6-4 or something because I did that. That was dumb of me. But I get the Kimura again. He gets tired of it, stands up. I do this shoulder walk, roll to the leg attack, and right here I start doing my. Well, I try to do the no-handed or one-handed toe hold, but he's pulling my wrist, and he has an overhook. So I hear 35 seconds, and my concern right now is just him taking my back. So I'm pulling on his knee, trying to get this heel hook going on, but he's holding onto my arms. And you'll hear right before he falls back, like this little like it sounds like a clap, but it's not. It's his knee, and it sounds like celery and snap at the same time. And I'm trying to pull his knee right here, and bam, there it goes. He screams. like I said, I don't like when anybody gets hurt. But because he did that, it was a self tap. And again, I don't know how many times this guy has competed, but he stands up and he's like, let's keep going. And I'm like, no, we probably shouldn't go. And the ref's like, dude, no, that's a self tap. You're done. And it was probably for the best because he's probably going to feel that. I'm sure he's going to feel that in the morning, adrenaline going and all. So I won that one on a self tapping thing. It was pretty fun and it was what it was, right?
All in all, I enjoyed the tournament. I got to compete with my boys, which was the goal for us to do a tournament together. It was over quickly and we got to go eat at Sanzetti's. The only bad thing I do have to say is that they did not have the normal Naga swords that they normally give out to kids. This time they give out dangerous, like really actually sharp swords that you can get from off of Amazon for like the zombie killing type of thing. I'm assuming that was just, a supply problem. Either way, I will be doing this tournament again. I'm thinking of actually traveling out of state to do the next Naga. If you guys like what you saw here, please subscribe below, and I will try to hit you up with new content every week. Thank you for tuning in.